Hey everybody, this is Javi, and you are watching the Bowtie Psychic on YouTube. Um, I'm hoping that everyone is doing okay. This is actually a video that I am doing because I am going to be doing a spread, a self-care spread for cancer. And so I already have one card out um, because I did a reading for Instagram, and Spirit basically told me to keep this card out, so that's what I'm going to do. And so for the rest of them, though, I am going to do a short prayer to bring in the ancestors. This is actually going to be um, this. This is actually going to be the last video that no, the one I'm going to be doing for Leo is going to be the last video for this week, and then I'll resume for next week. So, or I'll resume next week. So before we get started, I'm going to ask the spirit team to come through. So here we go. Dear higher spirit, I pray that you use me as a vessel. Whatever comes through is from you. It highs to the best of my guardians, ancestors, wise ones, guardian angels, archangels, ascended masters. Whatever comes through comes from a place of light and love and is rooted in truth. And I pray that you put the white light of protection around me and those who are watching this video. Shay. So, dear higher spirit, I'm using before I get started, I'm using the Dream of God, Music Gaia deck. Dear higher spirit, what words of wisdom do you have for those born under the Cancer sign regarding self-care during the Aries season? A couple of cards here. And like I said, I have one card already pulled, so we'll be doing that one as well. One more card. Another one. Is that the one? It's in my hand, so. If I'm shuffling here, so that's why I'm not looking. So I hope people. I should say I should say I hope. I know you are going to have a safe weekend. You are going to be productive. And I am going to be doing some resting this weekend. Okay, I have one more card because I have been doing videos every day for this week, and I'm being asked, to take care of oneself. So that is what I'm going to be doing. So I have three cards put to the side, and the first card I have for Cancer is the uh, essential. I think it's the essential. And for in the what I'm getting is that the message here that I put on Instagram applies here as well. I'm getting there's a lot of sadness around Cancer at this time. Cancers are very known for their sensitivity. They are a water sign, so they're known for their sensitivity. They're also the crab, which and they take their home with them wherever they go. Usually, they're very homesick. They're very close. They take relationships and friendships very seriously. Their families are very close to the majority of them, or wish to be close to their families. And so there is a sadness I'm feeling around Cancer at this time, because I'm getting that a lot of you are homesick. A lot of you are homesick. A lot of you are not at home or don't feel at home um, in your bodies. Um, and what this card is saying is that you are the key. You are the key to your happiness. You are the key to your to whatever's going on, as far as, or you're the key to your achievements, Cancer. And what um, with Aries season, the season is going on, you're being pushed to find that happiness within yourself, and not count on other people to, to make you happy, or to make you feel good about life, or to make you feel good about yourself, or to make you feel whole. Because what's happening is that you're looking outside of yourself, and looking at these other systems to make you feel whole, and to make you feel complete. And the Aries season is very much is very much about action. So you are to do the work, the spiritual work necessary, to achieve that happiness, and to achieve that happiness within the self. Um, you're all you have, and by the end of the day, you only have yourself. Um, by the end of the day, regardless of who is in the room, um, if you are not okay with yourself, you're going to feel like the loneliest person in the room. You're still going to be lonely in a crowd. And so, what that card is saying is that you are the key to your happiness, Cancer. You are the key to whatever life you want to have. But please know that you are to do the work, because no one else is going to do it for you, and no one is meant to do it for you. So, this is what this card is saying. You got the five of Earth, five of Earth. I'm sorry. And so, what this card is saying is that do not fool yourself into thinking that you're okay. Don't, you got it upside down, and basically saying don't allow outside circumstances to define who you are. Don't allow yourself to believe that in order for you to, don't allow yourself to be fooled by the world. Don't allow yourself to be fooled by your circumstances. Don't allow yourself to be suckered into believing that in order for you to be happy, that happiness is outside of yourself, is what this card is saying. Too many people have come into your life, and this is like a joker or a trickster, um, holding like holding cards, and the person's behind them, um, because she was fooled by the sleight of hand. And so, what this card is saying is that be honest with yourself about who's around you, um, who's around you. Be aware of who's around you, and pumping information into your mind, Cancer, because not everyone is here for you, is what I'm getting as well. Not everyone is here for you. Not everyone's your friend. Not everyone is your family. I'm getting that a lot of people around you are very toxic anyway. And so, what I'm getting for you, Cancer, is that this is the time to, and this is also, there's a lot of spring energy as well. So, what I'm getting for you, Cancer, is to basically start purging people from your life. They're always like saying one thing and doing another, or giving you the sleight of hand, um, or people who are, just not being honest with you, and just doing anything and saying anything to make you feel better about yourself. or they're taking advantage of you and calling themselves your friend. And that's not the case at all. Okay? Be aware of who is in your life. Be aware of who is in your life. I'm like, there's a lot of you I know that Cancer is like, especially, I'm keep getting Gemini as well. Um, there's a lot of people who are Cancer, but they're also on the cusp. Um, and so what I'm getting for Cancers, especially those who, or Geminis who are on the cusp of Cancer, um, watch who you deal with, watch who you hang out with, watch who you hang out with, because not everyone here is your friend. This is why you're being told to look within yourself for that happiness, and to look within yourself and count on your spirit team as well, because not everybody here on earth um, they're not for you. Not everybody's here for you. That's what I'm getting. I'm also getting the King of Air, and this card was upside down. The King of Air is known for being very, very, very not only being very wise and very intelligent, um, but also very careful and kind with their words. Always very careful with their words, very logical with their words. And what this card is saying is, and and this card is basically saying for you, Cancer, is that don't let your, like, some of y'all are not, there's a lot of you out there that are not careful with your words. There are a lot of folks out there, Cancer, that are born under the Cancer sign, that are just blurting stuff out. You are blurting things out and just telling your business. And what this card is saying is that you are to be careful with that as well. Stop telling people your business simply because you're lonely. Stop telling people your business simply because they seem friendly, or they're just smiling in your face. Don't sit here and set yourself up to be hurt. You know what I mean? Watch who you trust, because not everybody of Cancer is trustworthy. I know that, like, because we are in the Aries season, there's going to be a lot of extroverted energy. There's going to be that push to talk, and to communicate, and to blurt things out, and to just say what's on our minds and say what's in our hearts, especially if you are the type of person who feels that people are not listening to you anyway, or you feel like you do not have a support system, because that's where a lot of that need to talk and the need to just say stuff. It comes from that lack of support, or feeling as if that lack of feeling that lack of support. And so, what the Spirit is saying is that be logical about who you talk to, and be aware of how you're, like, telling your business, um, because there's a lot of gossiping out there. There's a lot of gossiping around you, and so when you talk to the wrong person, you're going to have your business put out there, and so and then and then you're going to be devastated because you feel like you um, trusted that person. I feel like there's a lot of trust issues around Cancer as well. That need to trust, and not knowing who to trust. Um, this is particularly for those who have gone through trauma, and particularly for those who had people come in and out of their life, thinking that, they are um, um, thinking that, they're their friends, that and long story short, this is not the case. So what the King of Air is saying, that a lot of you are not being careful. It's upside down, so a lot of you are not careful with your words. So please be careful with your words this Aries season. Don't let this extroverted energy get you messed up, is what I'm hearing. Because by the end of the day, you come first, and your safety comes first. Your mental health and your mental well-being, your well-being comes first. And so it's okay um, to start journaling, start doing something um, that will help you get your words out. Writing is a very powerful tool. So is a drawing. So is something artistic. This is a time to also use your creativity, but don't be so quick to tell your business, Cancer. Um, I'm getting some of the same cards I got yesterday for a couple of other signs. So you got this. You got the the 10 of air. This is a time to count on your spirit guides. This is a time to count on your spirit team. Ask them for what you're looking for. I know you can't see because of the light, so but this is what it looks like. There you go. You know, like this that young woman in the picture, or that young person in the picture. Um, she's looking towards the universe. She's looking towards spirit. She's looking towards her spirit guides for guidance. In Cancer, you're being asked to do the same thing. You're being asked to not heavily rely on human beings, but to rely on your ancestors for answers. Rely on your ancestors. Rely on your spirit team. Talk to your spirit team, because you're not alone, and now is anyone else. You are not alone. You're like, human beings here on this earth are not the only ones um, to talk to. What I'm getting is that this is the time for you to start putting up your altars, um, doing some sort of ritual around your communicating with your spirit team. Yeah, because you have a lot going on. You have a lot going on. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of that are born under the Cancer sign, that feel like they have no support system. That's all I'm getting from this. And so this is a time for you to manifest that support system, manifest the support system that you are looking for, um, because you deserve genuine friendships. You deserve genuine friendships, and spirit and your spirit team can actually help you with that, and they will. You just have to ask for it. You are to ask, um, because asking. I'm also getting that. Do not be afraid. Ask what you ask for what you want. Okay, that's what this card is saying as well. This is the 10 of water. Okay, you are a water sign, Cancer. And so, what this card is saying is that use that water power, that emotional strength to gather up the courage to manifest what you want, to manifest anything. Because this woman in the picture, um, she is actually she's creating a whole new universe for herself. She is creating opportunities for herself. She is communicating. She's making moves. She's making the water move. She's doing it with the help of spirit. She's communicating with her spirit team. And basically, what this card is saying is that Cancer, you can do the exact same thing. You can do the exact same thing. In fact, you're actually being pushed to manifest the life that you are always thinking about as well. This is a time for you um, to do the work necessary and to actually believe in your own gifts. Believe in your own gifts. Water it's about ebbing and flowing, and washing away a lot of what is old and what no longer serves you. Water is very cleansing. Water is used in so many rituals. cleansing rituals, washing away the old so you can make so much room for the new. Okay? I'm getting to mention the Bible, the 40 days and 40 nights, how the world was flooded for 40 days and 40 nights, how God, the Christian God anyway, um, flooded the world to wash everything away, to start over. And then afterwards, there was a rainbow that, basically the people, giving the people hope. You know what I mean? After creating this new world, washing away anything that didn't work, anyone that didn't work, off the earth. And so basically, that's what your life is going to be like if you follow the course. What's going to end up happening once you start changing people, places, and situations that no longer serve you, Cancer, you will be able to start over and you will be able to have this new sense of hope. Because I feel like a lot of you, Cancers, have lost hope. Okay? You've lost hope simply because of your current circumstances, or you feel like your current circumstances are changing. And there's also that fear of change because you're so used to having certain people in your life, and you feel like if those people leave, you're not going to be able to replace them with anyone else, that you're going to be alone. And so Spirit is basically saying that that's not the case. You're not going to be alone. If anything, you have the power to manifest new people into your life that are going to uphold you, because at this time, this is what you desire. This is what you deserve. You deserve this anyway, but this is what um, is, for lack of better terms, needed. This is what you need in your life. You need healthy people in your life. You need healthy situations. You need healthy environments. You need healthy everything. Everything needs to be in your, almost everything in your life, Cancer, is to be upgraded so you will be upheld. Because what I'm getting is that you're not getting the spiritual nutrients. You're not getting the friendships, the friendship nutrient. You're not getting the new environment energy. You're not allowing yourself to upgrade because you're so afraid of losing um, what you've already known, regardless of how toxic that situation is. So what this card particular saying, the 10 of water, is basically saying, like, use your water power, use your power to rejuvenate, use your power to cleanse, use your power basically to flood your environment, to flood the earth, so you can basically wash away anything and everything that's not working for you, and then completely renew. Okay. You have the integrity card upside down. And so when it's right side up, basically it's saying that you are living your best life. Okay. But this is not the case right now for you because of that fear of letting go. And so what this card is saying is that are you are to be yourself, Gemini, or not Gemini, but Cancer, excuse me. Um, you are to be yourself at all times. You are to live your truth at all times. Um, this is the case for a lot of people, but for you, Cancer, this is extremely important because friendships and being around other people that are going to uphold you is very important. Um, but this is the time for you to speak up as well. This is why you are to express what you're feeling, express what you are saying or wanting to say. This is one of the reasons why you're being asked to talk to spirit, to talk to your ancestors, to talk to your spirit guides, so you can get guidance and clarity about what you are looking for and what you are meant to have. And what you're meant to have is something much greater than what you are going through now. And so I keep getting, stop fooling yourself, stop lying to yourself, stop telling yourself that everything is fine. It's like, have you ever seen that meme where the dog is sitting in the middle of a burning house, in the middle of a burning room. He's saying, "I'm fine." That's how it is for you. That's what you're doing, Cancer. You're sitting in a burning room and saying it's fine. Your whole life is pretty much a dumpster fire. So basically, what this card is saying is be honest with yourself. Okay, being honest for you is a form of self care. Okay, be honest. Look at your circumstances, look at your life circumstances, and ask yourself whether or not this is what you truly want. You're literally being pushed this season, this Aries season, to question your environment and question your reality and how you've always perceived that reality. Um, and this is the time to ask yourself whether or not the people, places, and situations that you're dealing with now are even worth it. And to be quite honest, for the most part, no. That's where a lot of that sadness is coming from. A lot of the sadness that we talked about at the beginning of the reading. That's where a lot of that sadness is coming from. The fact that you know intuitively and you know at the very core that this ain't it. What you're going through, it ain't it, and you're not satisfied with it. You're no longer happy with it, but you're holding on to it. So this is pretty much the time to say like, no, we gotta make moves. We gotta do something else, because if not, you're gonna continue to lie to yourself. It's a waste of energy to lie. It's a waste of energy to sit here and play yourself like this. It really is. It really is a waste of energy. Let me pull one more card here. Okay. Is that it? Okay. Well, Spirit is basically saying that that's it. Um, basically, well, what this is, what this whole message is about, Cancer, is during this Aries season, be honest with yourself about what you want and what you are capable of and what you are looking for in this lifetime. Because this 2019 is the year of a lot of change, a lot of shifting, and people, places, situations are showing themselves to be um, non-functional for you. People, places, and situations are now showing up as toxic, very old, and no longer working for you. It'll be to your detriment to hold on to those people simply because you don't want to be by yourself, or you don't want to be lonely, or you have this intense fear of being lonely or not being understood. But the people in your life, they're not understanding you anyway. It's time for you to rise at a whole different frequency. You're not going to be able to fight those changes. If anything, if you even attempt to um, continue on the track that you're on now, you're going to be extremely unhappy. Not only are you going to be extremely unhappy, you're going to be fucking bitter, to be honest with you. And so, what this whole spread is basically saying, like, no, this ain't it, and this is time for you to make some changes for your own happiness, and to ask spirit, and to ask your spirit team to bring um, happiness into your life, to bring prosperity into your life, to bring new friendships into your life, to bring all kinds of upgrades into your life, so you are living um, the life that you see for yourself, the fear of going towards, because that means that you're going to be making some profound changes. And so, on that note, Cancer, I wish you the best of luck on that. I know you can do it. I know that you're capable of doing it. I know that you are capable of great things. Um, I have cancers in my life. You know, you are capable of doing great things when you are given the room to do great things. When you're given the room to be great. I like seriously. I like. I want y'all to be great. You will be great. You are destined to be great, but you have to believe that. You are to believe that. So, on that note, thank you so much for watching this video. If it resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, please say so in the comments. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll be able to get more readings and more content. Um, from the Bowtie Psychic from this channel, and I'll also share the content as well. I also have a podcast under the same name. By all means, go to Anchor FM or Anchor.fm or wherever you go to listen to your favorite podcast. So you can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm thinking about getting to Twitter, but I'm not sure. So, but for the time being, Facebook and Instagram is where you'll find me. So, on that note, peace.